Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of my G4 German personnel car from World War II. It's going to be a part 2 and a final. And then I also have a mini surprise that I found. That'll include in this video. It's just another kit that I found. I've already pretty much put together. All I gotta do is paint it and it'll be done. But for now, the car, I'll show you what I have done so far. So for the car, I actually got pretty far before I realized I didn't record anything. So I got the engine in, I got the wheels on, the engine, everything went together very nicely. All the holes for the side mirrors and door handles, I just drilled them out, made it easier to put on. I didn't paint the gray, I just black washed the whole thing. I just painted the stuff black and did silver trimming. Same thing with the engine, I just painted black and just did silver. I did nothing special. The windows went on nicely. I'll polish those up and make them, get my fingerprints off of them. This main window, I did have to trim the sides off to make it fit into the frame. Part of the body was warped. I fixed it and I got it together looking nice. I got the tail lights on. I still gotta have more pieces to put on, but I painted them, make them look nice. For the interior, see if I can zoom in on it. Got the decals on for the dashboard and everything. It was a little tricky trying to get that in because you had to put everything together and then put the dashboard in there, so it's tucked kind of underneath, but it's finally glued in there and hopefully it stays there. But little handrails, I painted them black and silver. I got the doorknobs in there. I left the floor gray, painted all the seats black, steering wheel. Underneath, I did do some weathering on the wheels. I just did a light brown to make it look like it was driven. So it's a little muddy, but not too bad. Everything went together very nicely. This whole back assembly just goes into the frame here. It's nice and snug. It's its own little assembly you put together, same as the front. Everything went together very nicely, very clean. Everything worked out very well. For the wheels, the inserts just slide in. There's no like front and back or like a middle section that holds them in. They slide in and out really easy. So I actually super glued all the wheels, all the rims to the wheels themselves on the insides. So that was one thing I had to do. I got the hood all done. Like I said, I black washed everything. I did this. Still have to do the silver trim right here, but I did the silver on the handles. I got that handle there. This hood's 3 pieces. This was also warped. You can kind of tell, but it's good as it's gonna get. This will go on just like that. I got the grill. These are secondary headlights. There's supposed to be a license plate right here, which I will put one of many on. I was going to use these flags, however, they're only one-sided, and it's gonna look pretty silly if I put the flag on the front of the car and you only see one side and the other half is just, well, it's blue. So I'm not gonna use any of the flag. I'll just put the license plates on. I still got the fuel tank to put on underneath in the back. I still have this to put on. The other license plate goes right here. This actually goes up in here. So that'll be like that down there. I still have these side wheels. These will go on right here, like so, on both sides. Here's the main headlights that'll go on there. You can still see some of the glue I used. Where is it? I used this stuff for the headlights. I still have the wind visors to put on. And then there's the hood and the supports. Got the little window in there. You can tell where I had a tape. I just hand painted where the tape was when I airbrushed this. And this will go on just like that. And everything will be done when the next time you see this. Oh, and here is the boat. So I found a kit. I was going through boxes, and this is actually the USS Hornet. It's a very small kit. There's a tower. It's all done. Everything already. I forgot I even had this in the box. So everything's already pretty much glued together. Got the itty bitty guns. This does actually come with a weight. There's a weight glued inside on the bottom in the middle. So yeah. I mean, it is very nice and very detailed, but the only thing I need to do is paint the top wood, and then I do the little gray markers on the bottom. So I will finish both of these and have this in the video. It'll sit on there like that. And it also comes with little planes. There is 16 of them. But yeah, so I'll finish this up real quick along with the car, and I'll have a couple more things done. It'll be all set. Yeah, all I gotta do is do dark gray, and I gotta do like these waves down here in the bottom, and it'll be done. Next time you see both of these, they will be done. All right. And welcome to the final for the G4 personnel car. It's all done, put together, and I do have to say it does look very nice. Everything went together very nicely. Like I said, the only thing that I had a problem with was the half the body was warped, but I fixed it and it all looks nice. Only thing I painted was the seating in the interior and the hood. Everything else I left these gray. I left this black. I just did some chrome trim, and I just black washed. I took this and a big brush, and I just brushed the entire thing front and back, and I made it look kind of like dirty and worn. I did a little bit of mud on the tires. I just mixed some mud brown with a bunch of water, which I use this. With that and a bunch of water, you can't really tell, but I have a closer picture of some light of it on the wheels, just for a little bit like a dirty effect, like this thing's been driven around. But other than that, I mean, everything's just, I mean, it went together very nicely. I can take this off still so you can see inside. Like I showed you earlier, it's just painted the seating and left the floor the way it's supposed to be. The windows are a bit tricky. I did have to drill out the holes for the little pegs on the window. I had to drill those out for them. But all I did is line them up and put them on, and then everything worked out. Put that back on. It just did come with some extra parts that weren't used in the kit, but that's no biggie. Oops. There we go. And like I said, I have this USS Hornet here that I found, and I finished this. Let's see if I can get the lighting on it. It's a very small boat. It's in a 1/700 scale. There is, oops, it's getting caught on the. So it's a very long boat. But yeah, no, this is a 1/700 scale. It's made by Tamyia. Like I said, I found this in the box. I was going through all my stuff and it was already put together. The only thing I needed to do was paint it. So I just painted the top wood, and then I took some burnt umber and red brown from Model Air, mixed it with water and put it over the wood color, and I just airbrushed this gray pattern, the dark gray pattern underneath, and that was really it. These barrels are copper wire. I'll show you closer pictures because it's hard to tell. Let me see if I can get there's all kinds of planes. I painted white for the windows on the planes. All these stars are little decals. But yeah, all these, it's just little copper wires for barrels. Small antennas, little lights. Very small, very easy. There's extra boats in there. It's a cool build. I got it from my local hobby shop that currently closed down. But this is the box, and as you can see, is 1/700th. I thought it was cool. I'd never done a really small boat like this, so I thought it was cool, and I figured I'd get it and do it and show it off. But that is it for that and my German G4 car, and I'll have pictures of both at the end. And thank you for watching.